Hi, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and welcome to my 75th Flosstube video. It's number 75. Welcome. Thank you for returning to my videos, and if you are new, welcome as well. I hope you enjoy and you like what you see and you will return to my video or videos. I am constantly looking at the right point I have to look at for filming, but I forget sometimes, so I'm sorry. It's going to be a quick update. It's Thursday the 4th of February. I just came home from work and I had time to film tomorrow, which is my normal filming day. I don't have a lot of time to film, and it's going to be busier in the house, a lot of people in the house, and I don't like filming when that happens, so I thought, why not now? So welcome. I am going to show you a finish. I have a finish, and I'm going to show you my whips, and I am going to show you my haul and a stitchy kindness, and I am going to do shout outs, and that's it. So it's going to be a shorter video than you will normally see, I think, but you never know. So let's dive right in. First, I am going to show you my finish. I was working, I think last week, on The Light Upon the Lawn by Blackbird Designs. And I thought I was going to stitch on it for 2 days and then go do something else, but I just loved and loved and loved stitching on this, and I couldn't stop. And when I saw I didn't have to do a whole lot more, I thought, you know what, I'm going to finish it. So I finished it, and it's gorgeous, and I love this, and I need to be on the lookout for the other parts in this series. These are the Loose Feathers series for the birds, and this is number 2. And yeah, I picked my own colors. I am have stitched this on 36 count Ancient by Pixie This Plus, and I picked my own colors, mostly Victorian mottos and some DMCs and one Misusedas. So I'm going to show you my finish, and I need to grab my board. I totally forgot. Let's see. This is my finish. I love this fabric. I love it so much, and I have another piece left, so I'm going to stitch something else on that. But I love this. I love how it came out, and I love the colors, and I love everything about this. So I need to stitch the other in the series as well. I don't have them, but I will be looking for them. So yay for another finish. I think this is number 3 for 2021. So this is gorgeous. I love this so much. And I showed it on Instagram already and asked, should I frame this or should I make it into a pillow? And everybody, almost everybody, said you should frame this. So I think I'm going to frame it, but I have to wait because I don't have any mat board left and I don't have a frame that fits left. So we will wait until the lockdown is at least partially over and the shops are open again, because at this point the shops are closed and only essential stores are open. So I can order online, but I don't want to do that. I want to pick out a frame myself, so it's going to take a while. So that was my finish. Then on to the whips. I didn't iron this time because of time and I didn't feel like it, to be honest. So you'll have to look through the wrinkles. I started a new piece because I finished Light Upon the Lawn. And who needs an excuse to start a new one, right? Because it's wee. So I started American Gardens by Historische Stickmuster. And as soon as this came out, I bought the pattern, and I bought it in the silk stitching app. So I started working in the silk stitching app, and I will tell you something about that later. I'm just going to show you what I've done so far. I was going to stitch it on a 32 count fabric I had from Victorian Motto, because I was part of their Fabric of the Month club several years ago. But luckily, before I started, I measured again, and it was too short. So I had to dye my own fabric, because I have a lot of fabrics, but nothing would stand out. So I dyed my own wooden shoes, and this is my start of the first block. And I didn't write down how much I have already, because the silk stitching app does list that. I'm using, this is wooden shoes, 32 count linen and by me, and I'm using the called for DMCs this time. It's called for silk, and I just wanted to use the DMCs. I didn't want to splurge, and I love this. I love this so much. I really had a blast starting this one. So that's my start. And the silk stitching app is wonderful. It's still in development, so some things aren't available. I received a message from Dorothee, the owner of Historische Stickmuster, and she told me they were in development still, and it's not possible to print off the key. And yeah, they are working on it, so it's not a big deal. I love the app. It's almost the same as Pattern Keeper. It's a little bit different, but it works the same way. It just gives you percentages of how much you have done, and it adds up the stitches you have done. And another part of the silk stitching app, when you compare it to Pattern Keeper, is that they not only list the percentages and the stitch count, or how much stitches you have done, they also list how many hours or how many days you have stitched on it. So that's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful app. It's still in development. You can't upload your own PDF patterns from other designers. You can only buy use the silk stitching app with the patterns you buy in the silk stitching app. But it's wonderful, and it's for iOS, so for Apple users, yeah, highly recommend. So that was my start. Then Alice, hi Alice, showed that she was working on our stitch along between us. Farben der Niederlanden by Historische Stickmuster again. I bought her the pattern and the flosses and the fabric last year in September, and I bought it for myself as well. This is the paper version of the pattern. Unfortunately, because I would have liked to use the silk stitching app because I like it, but I just scanned it in and I made it into a PDF, and I'm working on GoodNotes, so works as well. But she showed she was working on this one because it was screaming to her, and then I thought, it might have been screaming to me as well. So I worked on it for the last 4 days, I think, and days, it's not full days. It's just an hour a day or 2 hours a day at the most. And I'm going to show you how far I have gotten. This is what I have so far. let's see. I had this part done and this part done and a part of this part done, and I was working on this motif, and then I discovered I had made a mistake somewhere here. So I had to pick all these stitches out on 40 count with the silks and had to stitch it, restitch it, and then it fit. So yeah, but I love this. This is done on 40 count antique white linen with the called for silks, which are Overa Soie Soie, and these are my colors. This is, how gorgeous is this? So I made a little bit of progress. I could have had a lot more, but sometimes the frog comes to visit. So the next whip is the friendship stitch along with the stitch coutiers, and this is the hashtag friendship stitch couture French stitch coutiers friendship SAL. Okay, Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. We are doing a blue flower stitch along. Most of them are working on the quilting bee, and I am working on Huckleberry Farm because that's what I had. And our last Zoom and Stitch was last Friday, and unfortunately I had a terrible headache for a couple of days, and I was extremely tired because of that headache. And Friday night we were on Zoom and talking, and I still had a headache, so I didn't do a lot, and I logged out after an hour or so because yeah, the headache was too severe. So I didn't do much, but every cross is progress, right? I worked on the roof, I put in the chimneys, and I worked on the first row of windows. That's it. I love this one so much. This is done on 32 count Driftwood Murano by me, and it's done with the called for flosses, fancy flosses. Love it so much. So I think I need to put in a couple of days extra soon, because this is a whole lot bigger than the quilting bee, and if I would like to finish this before 4th of December this year, I have a lot of work cut out for me. So the next whip is Pandemic by Long Duck Samplers. I really felt the urge to work on this. And let's see, this is a very big piece of fabric, so it's gonna take some time to show you. Let's see. This is what I've done so far. I love this very much. I filled in the rest of this motif and worked on this part and worked on filling in between the two lines. I love these colors. I'm using DMCs. I have listed them numerously, but I will list them in the description box below again, so you can copy the colors if you like them. So that's Pandemic, and it's 32 count. I draw a blank here. I know Lydia of Lovely Stitches is working on the same piece of fabric. I will list it below. I can't remember. I'm tired. Let's see. Okay. Next one is my Sunday focus piece, and that's A Perfect World by the Scarlett House. I work on this every Sunday, and I will be working on this every Sunday until I finish this. I haven't been stitching on this one last Sunday because I worked on my new start, American Gardens. So it's going to be next Sunday again. And let's see. I'm just going to see if I can show you like this. I worked on the windows. I finished up the roof of the house and worked on the windows inside the house. So I had a little bit done. I'm going to show you up close. And that's it. This is stitched on 28 count white mustard by XJudesign with an own conversion of Victorian motto sampler threads and DMCs. And then my last whip is my only challenge for this year, and you will see this every video until it's finished. It's mini Gypsy Firefly by Aimee Stewart, charted by HAED. We, the Stitchketeers, have a challenge this year, and if you want to participate, you can. It's #FCFinishchallenge 2021. We are trying to finish our first HAED. For Alice, it's not her first, but she's trying to finish a HAED as well. And I know there are a lot of other full coverage designers, and if you would like to participate with a full coverage piece, words are hard today, you can use the hashtag. We would love to see everyone participate, and there are a few other Flosstubers participating, so yeah. I'm going to show you what I have done so far. I have mentioned how far I am. I started this year with 60% done, and I am now at 63.76%. I took it off the Q-snap because I think about putting it on my scroll frame again, and I want to see if finishing all the, how do I say this, finishing by color. So I want to finish all the black first and then fill in. This is what I've done so far. I love this. Almost 64% in, and I worked on this entire part, filling in. This is done on 18 count Aida with the call for DMCs. And yeah, I can't wait to finish this. I love this. So if you think it's a good idea to put it on a scroll frame and finish by color, so first working all the black and then working all the greens, and let me know in the comments. But I love this. This is gorgeous. I love the colors Aimee Stewart uses. So those were my whips. Then I have a Stitchy Kindness I received. It is a card from Charlene from the Witchy Stitchers, and I received this. I believe in you and unicorns, and the inside says, but especially you. So, and a lovely, lovely note inside. And I got it just every time again at the right time. I was feeling down a little bit. And she is saying that I'm stronger than I look. So, or stronger than I think. And I think she's right. So, thank you so much, Charlene. This is so appreciated. And I really needed it. So, thank you. Then, my friend Jemima from the Rocking Stitcher. Yes, Jemima. You mentioned in our group that Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale. And I said, no, I don't want to hear about that. So, yeah, I have some haul. I bought A Real Snow Job by Jane Wooster Scott. I really love this one. I was contemplating on buying the mini, but I eventually chose the regular because it only had 4 pages more, and there was quite a bit of loss of detail in the mini, so I chose the regular, and I can't wait to start this one, but it will have to wait. But I did not only buy that one, I bought another. I bought, it was on my wish list for a long time, and it was screaming at me when I was adding to cart. So this is Ornament Butterfly Port Mauve. I normally am not a pink person, but how gorgeous is this? So I bought it. Those two I bought and nothing else. I have an order on my way from a Dutch web store with knitting stuff, knitting yarn and needles, and I ordered a knitting kit because I like knitting as well and crochet. If you don't like to see knitting, please let me know in the comments, then I will not show it in my video. If you like it, I will show it in my next video once I receive it. So, and I will show some knitting at the end of my video. So, this is it. I am going to shout out, no, I have to shout out still. I have a couple of new to me or new Flosstubers accumulated. I came across Nancy Woolsey from Sue Cozy Stitching. She does a lot of samplers and has the same taste or the same type of projects I do, so she's very nice. Then we have, and I don't know how to pronounce this, Lancashire Stitcher or Lancashire Stitcher from the UK. She is wonderful as well. Raspberry Stitcher, she does a lot of samplers and Blackbird designs, so if you're into that, please go and have a look. We have Owl and Gator Stitcher. She is a new Flosstuber. She only has 1 or 2 videos out now. Lovely projects. Evelyn across the pond. She is taking up a storm at Flosstube. She is an American living in the United Kingdom, and yeah, she has a lot of fun projects and is a fun, bright person to watch. And the last one is Craftivating Creations, and she is from the UK as well. She is married and just moved house, I think, and she has been around for some time, but I never came across her, and now I did, and yeah, wonderful. So check them out. I will link them all below in the description box, and that's it for now. I have nothing else to tell you or show you. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are new, please, I hope you would like to subscribe to my channel, and if you are returning, thank you very much. And I told you so in the beginning, so I am rambling. So I will clean up after myself, and I'm going to stitch and have a relaxing evening, and this will be uploaded on Friday the 5th, so you will see it tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. And we are expecting lots and lots of snow, so maybe if it's snowing like they expect it to be, I will see if I can shoot some footage for in my next video, so we'll see. Thank you for watching. I'm rambling now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.